guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with a reading vlog for Tryst 6 Venom by Penelope Douglas. I was sent this by the author. I am on her ARC list. I love Penelope Douglas. I've loved her pretty much since I've had my channel. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know she's one of my absolute favorite authors. I'm so excited that I'm part of her ARC list. So she sent me the e-copy. It is Memorial Day Monday that I'm filming this, and it comes out on the 3rd. It's the 31st today. So I'm hoping to finish this within the next 2 days and posting this on release day. I was gonna do a guide to Penelope Douglas, but More to Mary posted her guide to Penelope Douglas the other day, and I was like, do people even want me to do one? If you want a guide, let me know. I've read, I think, every book she's published, I think, except for maybe a novella here or there, but I think I've read every other complete novel she's published. So if you want a guide, let me know. If you think, no, other people have already done it, I don't need it, that's fine, let me know. But I am gonna be reading this book, and it's her first sapphic romance, which I'm excited for. I think it's like a high school bully romance. People think it's like Punk 57, which is one of my favorite books by her, so I'm excited. Love the cover, super excited to get to this. But I have to go to my parents' house for Memorial Day, so I'll be reading this while I'm over there. We're having a cookout. Mom's making some shrimp kebabs on the grill, so I'm excited, but I gotta go. So I'm gonna be reading this, and I'll update you. I'm gonna try to keep it as spoiler-free as possible in the beginning, but I'll get to spoiler thoughts at the end. So we'll get reading. Look at that cute outfit Miss Darcy has. Hi, baby. She's got to wear this for a little bit. It just keeps on riding down though because it gets caught on her legs. She's got some stitches here, here, and in here. In case you didn't watch my last vlog, Darcy got a procedure done on Tuesday of last week. She had to get some teeth removed because they were loose. We noticed that, so we told the vet, and they're like, we'll go ahead and take those teeth out. And then while she was under, they cleaned her teeth, and then they decided to remove some of her little growths she had. She just had 3 little bumps on her, and they're like, we'll take those off. And so she pulled all the stitches out 2 days after her surgery overnight, and we had to get this, put a cone and an inflatable donut on her for every night, because we can keep a pretty good eye on her during the day. It's just at night she got all of it, and she was sleeping with my sister that night, and my sister's a night shift nurse, so her sleep schedule is crazy, and she is dead to the world when she sleeps because of that. So she didn't realize that Darcy did any of that until the morning, so took her to the vet. The vet said we have to double down on everything because she's a little squirrely thing. I don't know if any of you have a beagle. She can get in and out of a lot of things, especially when she's not supposed to get in or out of it. So we've been dealing with that, but we are almost a week post-op, which means that all of her wounds are really healing nicely, so it's good. They didn't have to redo any of the stitches or anything, but it's just been stressful to deal with, especially at night. We've only been putting just the cone on at night, and she hates it and keeps me up all night, so it's fine. And my dogs sleep with me in bed, they literally always have, so there's no way we can make Darcy sleep on the floor. Absolutely not. She's very spoiled. But I am 30% into the book, and it's giving me so much Punk 57, bully, and corrupt vibes. I feel like Penelope is really going back to her roots with this one. So it is a bully romance. We have Olivia and Clay. I almost forgot her name. Clay is the rich, popular girl who is in denial about her sexuality. She knows she's attracted to Olivia, but she's like, no, I'm straight. I'm gonna see where things go with this guy, even though she's never really attracted to him, and she's trying to force herself to be attracted to him, even though she's super attracted to Olivia. So that's one of the reasons why she really bullies her, is because she hates how attracted she is to her, because she's trying to deny that part of her sexuality. And so Olivia is also poor. Her parents died, so we have a lot of loss in here, and it's a bully romance, so they really dig in deep against each other and use their insecurities against each other and are really nasty to each other about that. So Clay lost her younger brother to leukemia. Olivia, or Liv, lost both of her parents. Her dad died, and then her mom committed suicide, and so they both have really sad pasts. Clay's parents pretty much cheat on each other and are not a good marriage. And then Olivia lives with all of her brothers. I think she has 5 brothers. I don't remember how many brothers she has, but she lives with them and lives on the other side of town. And there's even a scavenger hunt going on right now, which I feel is very corrupt, Devil's Night kind of thing. She rides a motorcycle, and they play lacrosse together, which I love how it's a sports romance too, because they're both on the lacrosse team, and it's very angsty and there's a lot of tension between Liv and Clay, which I'm loving, and I'm really enjoying it. It is your typical though, like new adult bully romance in high school, so be aware of that going in, but I think if you really love Bully and Punk 57, you're probably gonna really enjoy this one because it feels the same as those. Obviously the characters are different, the town's different, but I really love Liv and Clay's characters and how they're being developed, and Liv actually loves acting as well and wants to go to college to be an actress, which I think is really cool, like in theater. I'm enjoying it so far, and it's very long though. Like I'm only 30% of the way through, and I still have like 6 hours of reading left. My copy doesn't have page numbers on my Kindle, so I don't know how long. I have to look up Goodreads how long this book is, but I'm enjoying it so far. It's fun. I feel like we haven't gotten a book like this from Penelope in a long time because Corrupt is very different from this. It's a lot darker, and this one is just your typical, not typical, but like it falls very well into that category of a high school new adult bully romance. So that's what it is. But it's Penelope writing it, so it's really great. I really love the characters, and yeah, I'm gonna keep on reading more. Hello everybody. I just tried taking this little one on a stroll without the other little one because post-surgery she's not allowed to go on strolls. She made it one house down and decided she's not going alone, so no strolls for Lily while Darcy's down for the count. But I called the vet. We're getting her stitches removed Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. It has to be like 2 weeks out from when she had her surgery, but they said we should be able to stroll her like on like chill walks. I just said the word, but it's fine, they didn't listen. And so we obviously are not today. She wouldn't go, so I don't feel like taking her because it's kind of hot out now. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain all day. Thursday we're going to my parents' house. I'm bringing the dog to my parents' house to run around with their dogs. Well, Darcy doesn't run around, she does. And then so we'll be able to finally stroll them on Friday. I just love strolling my dogs, and they really need that exercise, so that's what happened today. I did just film my May wrap-up, so that's up on my channel now, but I'm halfway through the book now, so maybe I'll do just like quarterly updates for this book, but I am enjoying it. But I feel like with all bully romances, there's always like the bully, right? And then the other person, and you're like to the other person, why are you into this bully? Like you can go off and find someone who's nice to you and cares for you and isn't bullying you. And I feel like there's always like that they're together in private and they like open up to each other and like each other, but then in public the bully like bullies them more. And that's what's happening in this book. Clay is still bullying her in front of her friends, and it's just like, stop caring so much about what your friends think, which I guess is why it's like a high school trope, because like they so care about what their friends think and everything, and Clay is scared of being seen as someone who likes girls too. So it's fine, but it's like they finally had a breakthrough in private, and then it's like she's back to how she was acting in public. So I don't know, and Clay like is eating up about it though. Like she hates that she has to act this way. So I'm still really enjoying it, and we'll see how things go. We still have half a book left. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I feel like this is a very, very long book, but I'm still enjoying this romance. Clay's just being annoying and keeps on pushing her away, even though they've had some breakthroughs, some chemistry that's finally been given into, but we'll see. No, I'll go ahead and read with my, oh, you're gonna wake up now? Yes, I'm sorry. Was that annoying? Oh, was she wagging her? She's wagging her tail. She's so cute. Oh, you're so cute. Okay, well, I'll go and hang out with my dogs and read more of this book. Hey guys, so it is now the next day, and I have entirely finished Tryst 6 Venom, and I realized that Olivia Liv has 5 brothers because she is the 6th child and they call themselves the Tryst 6, so there are 6 of them. But I ended up giving this book 5 stars. No surprise, it's Penelope Douglas. I don't remember the last book I didn't give 5 stars. I don't remember if I gave Credence 5 stars or 4 stars, but I feel like this vlog is definitely less exciting than my Credence vlog because this one didn't have a lot to update you on, because nothing like super crazy happens. It's just a high school new adult bully romance, but I did really love how fleshed out these characters were. I just wrote my Goodreads review and I talked about how a lot of times with bully romances for me, and why I don't like to read new adult that take place in high school, is I feel like we either have not like other girl trope, or we have the characters who don't really have anything going on with their character other than the fact that they're part of a bully romance. And so what I loved about this was that Clay and Liv were such fleshed out characters. So we have Clay, who I don't know if I want to say this because I thought it was really interesting and I I don't want to spoil it for you, but she has an interesting hobby because of losing her brother. And I really like that hobby. I think it was really interesting with how she was coping with her loss. We have both of them playing lacrosse, which I loved that we had a sport in high school, and I don't think I've ever read characters who play lacrosse, so I thought that was really cool. We get to see games, we get to see practices, we get to see them taking it really seriously. They're like working out all the time for it, so I appreciated like they felt like actual teenagers with actual things going on in their lives. And Clay's also part of this like sorority group that was like, I don't even know what to call it. Like when it first started, that's what we got, and I was like, aren't they in high school? Is there a sorority? But it was more like a like volunteer, what was I'm looking for, like philanthropy group that led into like a debutante thing. Like at the end there's like the debutante ball, and that reminded me a lot of She's the Man. But that's, I don't want to get too much into that because that is kind of a spoiler. But I really loved Liv's character, how she was she played lacrosse, she worked at a dress shop, she had the play going on, so she a lot of time worked on set designs, costumes, and she acted. She was involved in a ton, so I really loved how they had a lot to their characters. They both had aspirations for college, and so I really enjoyed that. Like they had future plans, and part of the reason why they didn't want to be together was because they knew they were going off to college soon because they were both seniors. But I just really loved the characters. I loved Liv's brothers and how complex they are, and how Penelope was just teasing us with, there's all these little tropes that I love with her brothers. We have the oldest brother who's had to give up everything to take care of all of his siblings. We have two of them that do some things that I can't say, but then we have another one who's a single dad, and I just love the brothers. And I'm like, are we gonna get a romance with the brothers? Like, come on, give me a book for every single one of them. I really want that, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. But I loved, they were always there for her, and they would drop everything at the drop of a hat in order to be with her and protect her, and I loved that. So I really loved her family dynamic. I also really liked Clay's parents and how that came to be played out in the end. I really enjoyed that because they weren't really involved in the beginning, and one thing I hate about new adult romances that take place in high school or even college is that like the parents are nowhere to be seen. And while Clay has pretty hands-off parents and they're really not involved really at all in the first half of the book, they do become more involved in the second half of the book, and she has to answer for some things that she does. So I really appreciated that. And obviously Liv's parents are both dead, but she has brothers who do have a huge role in this, so I really like the family aspect of the romance as well. Things definitely turn really crazy at the end and in a direction I wasn't expecting, but I like how the author kept us on our toes, and I like how everything fleshed out. I do think it went on maybe a little too long. I don't think it was necessary to be as long as it was, but I did enjoy the push and pull between Clay and Liv. They definitely, I think I already said it, bully each other and really take cheap shots at one another where they know it's gonna really hurt the other person, and they do say things to them. But it was good how they ended up growing, because it's, like I said before, it's kind of perpetuating this like bully relationship between them. Like one hurts her, so she hurts her, and back and goes back and forth. But I could understand why Clay was so adamant she didn't want to like Liv, and that's why she was pushing her away. And I think that Clay went through a lot of growth in this book, and Liv, I don't think she necessarily grew, but she stayed true to who she was, which I really enjoyed. So this was a really great romance. I really enjoyed it. Penelope definitely gives us some steam in this one, and I think it was great. I haven't really read anything like this. I wasn't bothered by their age. I haven't been reading a lot of new adult high school books lately because I get annoyed with them, but this one didn't annoy me really at all, and I just really enjoyed it, and I'm excited for everybody to read it. I can't wait to see what people think about this book. I gave it 5 stars, and I just really loved what Penelope does with her characters, because I think she does a great job of really fleshing out her characters and giving them a lot of backstory and a lot of depth to their characters, and then we have a lot of growth by the end, and I really enjoyed that. We'll see if we get brother books. I don't think we will. I think she's gonna write Motel, and I know we're getting that spin-off series of the Bully series, so we'll see how those go. But that's my thoughts on this. I want to thank Penelope so much for sending me an e-arc of this book. I am so thankful to be able to help read and promote your books, and I was excited that happened. But that's all I have. Let me know if you've read it, what your thoughts are. I would really love to hear what everybody else thinks of it. If you're going to read it, let me know. But that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.